What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Season 2 of Pass The Joystick. And Season 2, we're gonna bring a lot of new stuff. We're gonna bring a lot of stuff to the channel, which is actually under construction right now. So we're gonna change a lot of stuff that's going on in the channel. But let's address that. I have Alexis with me today, Luis.
Hi guys.
Nick is still undergoing a few things and everything, not only with the move, but other stuff, personal stuff. So hope everything is good, Nick. We'll see you on the next one. But for now, the show must go on. And here we are to bring you the new content. And now with Season 2, we're gonna, start it off with a lot of positivity, because I know, with the world undergoing COVID and undergoing the harsh situations that everything is going now, we're trying to stay positive with everything that's going on. So we're trying to bring a little piece of gaming positivity, especially with everything going on in the gaming world. And let's start it off with a bang. Let's start it off good, because I know gaming can bring a lot of joy and happiness to a lot of people out there.
Yeah, sure.
So welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of Pass the Joystick. And let's start off with our tradition. And Alessi, if you've been watching, we start off with every time with what have we been playing. So let us know what have we been playing. What have you been playing lately?
I actually picked up my first mobile game.
Very nice.
Playing AFK Arena.
All right, how's that? How's that treating you?
It's interesting. It's fun. I like the fact that I don't have to do much. I can just do a few dungeons and just let it sit there and get XP and coins. Other than that, I've been enjoying Apex a lot.
Of course.
Season
7, of course. Yeah,
Smite with the Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah,
it's been amazing.
It's awesome.
I recently finished Detroit Become Human.
Oh man.
On PlayStation. That was a journey.
What a game.
What
a beautiful game.
And other than that, it's been pretty chill.
Yeah.
Mainly just Smite.
All right. Well, with me, it's kind of been about the same stuff. So I have been playing Apex Legends, Smite, of course. The Ninja Turtle Battle Pass has been so freaking amazing, and we've been picking up so much of it, and it's been a fun journey. I've been trying to start, but I haven't had the chance because I play with Pito, one of our other cousins. It's Little Hope with the Mano Beran story, the second part of it, and I still haven't had the chance to start it, but I will. So stay tuned for that. I'll talk about it, and maybe I'll stream some of it for you guys. But been playing a lot of Smite, Apex Legends. I've been playing Animal Crossing, of course. That never changes. Been playing the Pokemon expansion on the Switch also with the current Tundra. So yeah, pretty chill with the Xbox Series X, which has been amazing, of course. So it's been treating me well. We've been playing a little bit of Dead by Daylight 2, which handles amazing on the console too. I will say that it handles incredible on the console. I will say that. But that's pretty much it. Not much different really. I'm just waiting on Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that is the big game I've been waiting for. I don't know how many plus years.
Yeah, man.
5+. It's rather weeks.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's just a week or so away. So we're almost there. But the funny thing is, the same day, the Medium comes out, and the Medium is the most anticipated game that I've been waiting on for horror. And so I'll be busy with the Medium and Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
of course.
You got some games right
Cyberpunk, of course, is gonna take my whole time because it is the longest game. So we'll see what happens.
It's gonna be exciting. Everybody picking up that game. I know I'm calling out of work those 2 days.
To be honest with you, I might just request a few days off too myself.
And expect some 42-hour streams from
no sleep, team no sleep.
I'll call you halfway through my stream, yo, where you at?
I'm 10% done with the game.
5 hours on character creation.
Exactly right. Because literally you can customize everything.
Everything.
When we say everything, it's everything.
It's
ridiculous.
Can't wait.
But yeah, no, we'll see. Let us know what you guys have been playing. Down in the comments, and tell us what you're excited for, because we have a few good things coming in this episode. But let's start with the positivity of gaming, because in recent weeks, a lot of stuff has happened, especially with the new console releases. We've had a lot of people, obviously trying to get their hands on it. We've had a lot of scalpers taking all the consoles away, which is not so great for people that actually just want to get the console and play. But scalpers are just reselling these consoles for ridiculous amounts of money.
It's never fun when something, it doesn't matter if it's games or like shoes or anything, comes out and then people will buy like a bunch of them, and then it takes our opportunity from us to actually get those items, and then they will sell them for like 3 times the price.
Right. Yeah, it's not a good time, you know, especially the people that just want to play the games. Like people are just waiting on playing the new Miles Morales Spider-Man on the PlayStation 5. People that just want to play on the new Xbox Series X with the new frames per second and everything, especially getting new televisions, getting the new hardware to get these consoles, and then they cannot get the hands on the consoles. That's just, you know, it's kind of crazy. So we'll see what PlayStation and Xbox do when it comes to the actual restock of them. I know slowly we've been seeing a little bit more on the retailers and everything, but it's still not enough, of course. It's still kind of crazy because scalpers are still out there. Scalpers are still trying to get their hands on the consoles, and the fact that they're making it only online, it's what's kind of tough, you know. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But onto the positivity. That's let's get that out of the way.
We need some good stuff.
But in recent weeks, so the Oxford University did a study on the happiness of people through gaming. So how happy can gaming make people? Now, I'll tell you what they said. We have the article right here, and in Oxford University, what they did was they had people play 100 hours of gaming, multiple people, of course, and then they picked 2 games. They picked Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Nintendo Switch, and then they picked also Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. And these are games that we've seen, especially Animal Crossing, we've seen growth on popularity, and we've seen people come into gaming because of this game. So they pick these games because it's the way that they make you feel, the way that actually the positivity of the actual game, what it brings into, you know, how you feel and how you act and everything while you're playing the game. So now, in these 100 hours of gaming, they used 3,274 players above the age of 18 were part of the story.
So young adults.
Yeah. So they all pretty much had part on different games, especially with Plants vs. Zombies. They played like the story on the multiplayer. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then they played Animal Crossing, of course. They played with each other, visiting each other's islands, and then they did their own island between those hours. So how did they make them feel? So they noticed that as people were actually playing the games, they actually felt happier while playing the game, and it made them feel as an escape from the it's like a social escape online, pretty much. So it's more of putting all the other electronics down and then just being happy playing online with your friends or with family or anything like that. Now, what do you think of that? What do you think of gaming making this many people happy, or us that being gamers? How does gaming affect you?
I think to answer the first part, I think it's a pretty important study that they did, because gaming has always had this stigma around that, you know, gaming is addictive, gaming is bad, and of course, I mean, anything is addictive, anything could be bad,
right?
But there's a lot of positive things that come from like just sitting for a few hours, for a few minutes, and just picking up a controller and doing something that you enjoy, releasing some of that serotonin, you know, all those endorphins that make us happy. And it's pretty interesting that they picked Animal Crossing, because it's such a chill game.
It is.
I think I can play that game to just go to sleep. Like, it'll put me on the right mood.
It is a game that I still play it since the day it released, just because it's a fun game, not to be competitive, not to do anything to beat anybody else or anything like that. It's literally just to sit in your island and do whatever you want, and then make it however you want, and you feel good with the villagers that you pick or the villagers that come and visit, and their interactions. They make you happy, they make you smile, and the stuff that you can do in the game, even if you just sit there for hours just fishing or catching bugs, literally that's all that makes you, you know, happy. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Because that's what, you know, gaming does. I mean, what games have you felt very good about? What games have made you feel happy?
I have to throw it out there, Minecraft. Whenever you're like in a slump, you don't know what to do, you're depressed or nothing, put some Minecraft.
I agree.
Put on Spotify your favorite playlist, favorite, you know, singer or whatever, and just make something. Fish, get some animals, get some wolves, and you'll have like a great time.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned Minecraft because the first time that I ever played Minecraft, I didn't think much of the game. I was like, you know, why would I pick up this game that looks super blocky?
Yeah.
It doesn't look good, nothing like that.
Understandable, yeah.
And everybody was like, you know, you should try it. And I'm like, you know what, I will try it. So I downloaded it one day, and that one day I started playing the game at around 8 p.m. I did not stop playing till 5 a.m.
Beautiful.
It was ridiculous. Like, I could not believe on how addicted I got into the game the first day. It is one game, like you said, you literally can do nothing.
Yeah.
But you still feel good about playing the game.
Yeah, it's such a good feel-good game. Another game that I like to boot up from time to time to get that, like, just happy feeling, it's Skyrim. Like, and just starting a different character, put up a few mods, and just start the same journey that I've started like 10 times. But it's such a chill story, you know. You're like the hero, everybody wants you and all that, you know. It's
and
cool.
Bethesda knew what they were doing with that. I mean, they have remade it how many times already? You know,
like 25 plus now.
Right. But no, I mean, I agree. The games like that you just, it's feel good games that you want to just throw in for a few minutes or you know, a few hours, and just play. Like Animal Crossing is that game for me that I just throw in pretty much every day to just do a few things, even if I play for like about 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is, and it does feel amazing. It does feel great in my opinion. So Animal Crossing for me is one of those. And then if you just want to do a platformer or just a 2D side scroller like Mario, or do any of them, like I played The Messenger a few months back, stuff like that just makes you feel good. It's not competitive, you just want to play a good story, stuff like that. That's what makes you feel good. Now, not to say, of course, that games like this can also be very competitive, because Plants vs. Zombies, we know that if you take it super serious online, you can just, you know, rage, you can do a lot of these stuff. But gaming, it's more than that. I understand that you guys want to be the best. I understand that you want to win. I get that. But gaming is so much more than that, because even if you play, like we've been having a horrible time in Apex Legends. We know that like we have not been doing great, but it's a game that we just keep going back to because we just have fun with it. We have a good time with it.
It's such a weird dynamic when it comes to these battle royales and just shooters. That like when you find a perfect shooter for you, the one that gives you everything that you need, even if you have like a match where you're just getting slumped by everybody, you're missing all your shots, you know, you're not doing anything, your team is carrying you. There's always gonna be that one match where, you know, maybe I'll have like the second highest damage and I'll feel good. Exactly. You know what? I did my job. I did my stuff.
Even moments like what we have most of the time, like we've been having terrible nights in Apex and we just get destroyed. We were on a slump, but we have that one match that we literally just go around the map and we just stop and make some jokes about something happening, and then we just die laughing on the mic while we're playing the game. You know, those are the moments that, you know, I just brings me back. Because little things like that, whether we lose or win or whatever it is, because we've had good matches too. But that's not the point. The point is on how it makes us feel while we're playing the game. It's the fun and happy and whatnot. So I do say that Apex Legends does bring, you know, some sort of joy, especially with like different things that we've been doing. Smite also brings a lot of joy. Yes. Even though we can get upset with the game too, with everything that's been happening. But as long as we have a good dynamic and we have a good night, I feel like it's one of those that brings a lot of joy with it. But but for me, you know, I will bring back with Animal Crossing, because Animal Crossing is for me the ultimate feel-good game right now. There's really nothing that I can think of that brings that joy. I mean, if you guys think of any other ones, let us know down in the comments what games make you feel good, what games you pop in for a few moments, a few minutes, hours, whatever it is, and makes you feel good. But yeah, I will say that Smite and then Animal Crossing and all these games that we've been playing now, it's just a feel-good game. So,
even Among Us.
Even Among Us,
like, when we don't have anything to play or we're waiting for somebody to join the party, we'll put a few Among Us matches. Yeah, and even then it's just funny, you know. It's just funny. We have a good time playing it, and just brings people together, and that's the beauty of gaming. It's just bringing people together. Yeah, for sure.
Because when have you seen gamers come along so much back in the past? Like we've had a growth in gaming.
Yes.
So much and I'll blame it on the Nintendo Switch, to be honest with you. The Nintendo Switch, because of the pandemic, obviously, they brought so many new gamers into gaming that never played before, you know, that has never played games before. But the Nintendo Switch brought that to people, whether it was with Pokemon, Animal Crossing, with whatever games like Luigi's Mansion,
Tetris.
I know
99. A lot of people that have a Switch just to play Animal Crossing and Tetris.
Tetris 99, I mean, stuff like that, and that's just ridiculous. I mean, it baffles me on the amount of people that have come into gaming.
Yeah.
And funny enough that I saw a post not too long ago about a lady in 1983 or 1973, somewhere around there, that said that gaming is just a phase. It will pass.
Yeah.
And it's just like anything else. It will pass. You won't see it again after a while. And look where it has gone now.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of understand her point of view from that time.
At that time, right.
It's like a new type of media, you know. It's like it was looked at, you know, as dumb. I mean, they have Pong, so I'm sure
right, I mean,
with Pong, nothing was gonna happen. But hey, now we have like freaking robots killing other robots and plants, cactuses, you know, going against zombies.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going somewhere.
Gaming has just grown so much, and it's just a world where us gamers can go to and just, you know, do an escape and just play with our friends, play with our family, and just have a good time while we're doing it. Even if you're not a gamer, you understand that picking up a game for a few minutes or a few hours can really de-stress you.
Yeah.
And even if you play just like the same 2 or 3 games, like NBA or Call of Duty or whatever it is that you play, you're still getting an escape from that. So that's what gaming makes for us. But let's get into the new consoles through the holidays. If you were able to get one, how has the journey been? Because we know PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S have had a ridiculous launch. They have sold more than they have had a more successful launch than any other launch before.
It's crazy.
So it's kind of crazy. I understand that a lot of people have not gotten their hands on it, and it might seem that they have not made enough consoles, but they actually have made enough. Unfortunately, like we mentioned in the beginning of the podcast, was that it's just calipers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate to say, but they have made enough consoles. It's just people have not been able to get their hands on it. So I don't blame Microsoft or Sony on the actual production. They are trying to bring more consoles out to the market. But I will say that PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X also has brought a lot of new gamers and a lot of, you know, existing gamers into the media, into the play and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's exciting.
What are you expecting in the next year or so from the new consoles?
I don't know. I'm expecting to have one of them. Let's start with that.
Of course.
As of right now, I'm good. There's not anything next gen that I need to. I'm getting my whole PC process, you know, and that'll fix my itch for like next gen with Cyberpunk and all that. But I'm chilling right now. With next gen, I want to see some breakthroughs. Like, I know games we have, it'll look better, it'll play faster. I that's cool. I want to see what's the next level of all of it, because PlayStation 3 did a big PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 did that big jump. You know, I remember Metal Gear Solid 4 was like one of the first games that I played on PlayStation 3, and that blew my mind because it was just like, whoa, this is next gen.
This is what next gen is. Yeah, I agree.
And then, you know, the 4 did this thing with God of War that was like the biggest. I would say that would be the biggest PlayStation.
I feel like it is. Yeah, I feel like it definitely is, because it really broke the boundaries of what God of War was before and what it could be in the future. You know?
And then you have the Last of Us game as a game itself. I think it's one of the best games that I've ever played as a game.
And everything,
as a game.
I feel like it's one of the best mechanic games and one of the best games out there overall.
Yes. Yeah. So I want to see what the next gens are gonna do. How are they gonna make that next step into, you know, what is next gen as a gaming, as an actual thing, and actual graphics.
I definitely do agree on that. I want to see what is the future of gaming from where it's at now, because we now have 4K at 120 frames, which is incredible. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. But what is next? What's next about the actual game play of the games, mechanic wise? What can they do? You know, because if you release a game, let's say for example, I'll take for example Destiny, because Destiny has been around for a very long time. but Destiny can release new DLCs or new stuff and everything and make the game, expand the game with new stuff and whatnot. But can the game be better, mechanic wise or anything like that? With the new DLC of Destiny, they introduced new abilities with stasis in the game, which is incredible. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. But what else? What's next? Are we gonna see new stuff about Destiny? Are we gonna see a Destiny 3? Are we gonna see new games on the Xbox Series X, S, on the PlayStation 5 that are gonna break those boundaries?
Yeah.
Let's mention, for example, like the new God of War that is supposed to be coming out next year. What is that gonna be like? Because PlayStation 5 are they gonna outdo themselves from the God of War on PlayStation 4? So
and not just give us like a same type of mechanics,
like a reskin.
A reskin.
Yeah, like a reskin of the same game but different story, pretty much. Yeah, and that's what I don't want. I want something that made me feel how I felt playing God of War on PlayStation 4. So we'll see. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. We'll see what they bring. We are hoping that they are gonna bring new stuff, especially now CD Projekt Red bringing Cyberpunk in a few weeks, hopefully. So we'll see what happens in there. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully it comes out. Hopefully there's no more delays. I don't think it will be, because we're literally just 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. It's crazy.
I remember, honestly, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, we didn't have a date. It was it might be coming out.
Maybe. We'll see.
We're working on it. It's there. And now it's like 2 weeks.
Yes, yeah. It's just insane
So
on how
nuts.
crazy it is. Witcher was the last big game that CD Projekt Red gave us. And that was a masterpiece. That was probably one of the most perfect games that I've ever played in my life.
So good, so good.
So CD Projekt Red has big shoes to fill. So we'll see. But let's finalize everything with the big news that is coming out on December 10th also. Funny enough, the same day as Cyberpunk, which is the Video Game Awards. Video Game Awards are finally coming, and we got our nominees for, can you pull them up while I talk about it? Because we got our nominees for the Video Game Awards, and we have all the categories out there. So we got Game of the Year, Best RPG of the Year, we got Best Racing, and Sports Game of the Year, which they combined that one. And then we have Best Fighting Game of the Year. We have even voice actors, esports. We have esports players. We have incredible categories for that. So if you still haven't cast your vote for Video Game Awards, go to thegameawards.com and then cast your votes there, because if you want to see your game win and see the different categories and everything, they are all there. So you can cast your votes for everything there. But the main one will be Game of the Year.
Gotti.
So Game of the Year, it is the big one, and everybody always makes their predictions. Everybody always wants their game to win, and this year I feel like it's a really tough choice.
So everybody, in case you guys don't know, we have Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy, the remake, the one that came out
of number 7.
Yep, on number 7. Ghost of Tsushima. We have Hades. That's a big surprise right there from
that was a big one.
Team. Animal Crossing, New Horizon, and The Last of Us Part 2. Right off the bat, I can say that it's gonna be either The Last of Us, Ghost, or Final Fantasy.
You think Final Fantasy will be up there?
I think it's Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy.
I mean, for me, I'm pulling for Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
I feel like Ghost of Tsushima was the best game that I played in 2020. I feel like that was the best made game overall, like when it comes to story, when it comes to like character development, when it comes to even the scenery of the actual game, soundtrack, everything was just a masterpiece.
Sound design.
If you guys didn't see our Ghost of Tsushima review, go check that out, because I gave all my thoughts on that game. But Ghost of Tsushima, in my opinion, was the most perfect game of 2020. Out of the list, of course, there we have Final Fantasy VII, which was amazing, obviously.
It was a really good game.
The remake of 7, but I mean, it's Final Fantasy, so it does have its following. Is it enough to beat either The Last of Us or Ghost of Tsushima? That's where I just don't.
I don't think it'll get the award, just because like nobody's talking about it.
Right.
Nobody's talking about it, even though I don't want to give any spoilers, but the game did its thing. You know, if you play the game to its completion, you know what happens.
Right.
And it's supposed to be this big thing, but nobody is really out here talking about it. So that's kind of...
Yeah, another one that surprised me that you actually mentioned that was a big surprise was Hades.
Yes.
And Hades was a big surprise on the list. So, but Hades as a whole direction and everything, I only played like a few minutes of it. I didn't play much of it, but from what I played and then the videos that I saw, of course, that game looks like it's a big potential on the actual wins and whatnot. Again, is it enough to beat the other big 2 games that are in the list? You know that or not?
I don't think it is, but being in the list is big enough.
It's
so
huge.
Just having that name on the list.
Being a nomination for Game of the Year, this is just incredible overall. Now, Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal, overall, I feel like it's a fantastic game. I feel like if you just want like a hack and slash but with guns or a shoot and slash or whatever it is you want to call
reload.
Yeah, it is just an incredible game. Just go in there, take your frustration out on some demons and some monsters and everything, and then just go at it. But Doom Eternal, I feel like it was just a fantastic game overall too. Great story, great character, obviously, and then the feel of the game was very Doom. Like it was what Doom is pretty much. This is my thoughts now though. The big surprise, and the one that would not surprise me, that if it takes the whole thing, it will not surprise me, is Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing New Horizons, we know that it brought so many people out.
Yeah.
Now, if all these people, for some reason, I don't think it'll happen, but if for some reason they go out there and they vote for Game of the Year, Animal Crossing will win it, because these people that came to gaming in 2020, pretty much they all came into gaming because of Animal Crossing. And on Animal Crossing, I feel like it wouldn't get me mad if it wins, to be honest, because it just did so much, and it's still doing much for
there's
like
nothing
the game.
you can hate about Animal Crossing.
There isn't. There really is not. Even if you're, like I said, like I mentioned before, even if you're not a gamer, you can pick up Animal Crossing and just play for a few minutes, and then you'll be good on it. But I feel like Animal Crossing New Horizons might be the surprise if it takes it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, as long as it's not The Last of Us 2, I'm good.
Now, let's talk about The Last of Us. Well, what's your feeling about Last of Us? You know, like, obviously we knew it was gonna get nominated. We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that. Naughty Dog always gets nominated when they put a game, because they make incredible games. Don't get me wrong. Now, if you guys saw the review on the Last of Us Part 2, you guys can see why I'm saying this, because Last of Us is a very controversial game on how people feel about it.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about Last of Us?
Like I mentioned before, as a game, as the control scheme, as it plays, as it handles, it is by far the most like perfect game out there. I think everything that how you hit people, how you run for people, how everything works is beautiful. The story is pure garble. I enjoy the first half of the game, and then the second half of the game is like, what is this? Who is directing this? Is this a Hallmark director trying to write a script for a video game? This makes no sense. If they would have been like this,
exactly. That would have been, it would have been the perfect game.
But they gave us this.
Yeah, it would have been the perfect game.
This is garble.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on The Last of Us 2.
I 100% agree. I mean, the game storyline was just out of order.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the game was incredible. Characters were really good and everything overall. It's just the direction that they went with how they pieced the story together was just wrong overall. Yeah. And if you guys do not see that, tell us why. Tell us why you guys think the story is good as it is. Because we want to see the inputs on the actual story on The Last of Us, because in my opinion, I just feel like it's not right. The game is incredible. The gameplay, it's probably one of the best mechanic-wise games, best mechanic direction games out there. But story-wise, it's where really it just lacked.
The way the director wanted you to feel these emotions at his time, I think that was very wrong. I think he should have allowed us, the player, the person experiencing the game, to experience those emotions as the same way we did it with the first game.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like in our own terms, not on his terms. And I think that was a big issue there. He wanted to tell his story, not the story that we wanted. Yeah. I guess.
And that's exactly that's how I see it. It's his point of view.
Yeah.
It's not our point of view, because if he would have given us the story of Abby at first, without us knowing who the hell Abby was.
They were like, damn, this Abby girl, she's going through it.
Yeah, she's like, damn, something is actually going on with Abby. Like, what is happening? And then you meet Ellie at the theater and says you should have stayed away, and then it just cuts off. Like,
is
what
Ellie
happened?
bad?
Right.
Ellie is a dirtbag.
You imagine?
What?
And then it just clicks in your head like, holy crap, now it's going on. Like, those things like that, you know? It would have been just a mind freaking blow.
Yeah.
But, you know, anyways, Ghost of Tsushima is my pick for you.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima will be your pick too?
Jin is...
Yeah, Jin is man, the liberator of Tsushima in my opinion. So, we'll see. Anyways, that will be pretty much everything for us. Tell us what you guys think of, you know, the video game awards. Are you guys casting your votes? What do you guys think should win Game of the Year? Yeah. Because it is gonna be a battle for Game of the Year in December 10th. Make sure you tune in. We are gonna be covering it afterwards, and we're gonna be talking about what the decisions were for the Game Awards. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Just make sure to always leave a comment down below. Make sure to also like and subscribe. And any gamers out there that you know, make sure to share the video out to them. Make sure to bring everybody and let's make a community out of this. All the descriptions are going to be down below. We're also going to be sharing some links and everything for our social media. And so if you have any messages or anything like that, always give us a shout. And then just keep also tabs on the channel, because we are going to be changing everything with playlists, and we're going to be doing certain videos that are going to be certain tours that we're going to be doing for certain places that we're going to be going to, which is going to be really fun. So
interesting.
Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot of editing and a lot of video and a lot of stuff with gameplay. So keep in touch. But as it stands now, thank you, Louis, for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
You're gonna be seeing more of Louis, Remington, and then Nick when he comes back, obviously. So thank you guys for watching, and always don't forget to pass the joystick.
Pass it
See
on.
you later.